everyone, welcome to Improv Therapy week. God knows what it is anymore because we started at the start of the circuit and I have no fucking clue what day it is now.
Do you have like scratches on your wall now?
Yeah, exactly. At this point, I'm just gonna start scratching in the wall just to say, oh, it's 10 days. And my landlord will have something to say at some point. And then I'll show him how good my air conditioner is, and then we can exchange insights. I'm looking forward to that. That will be in September. So that's my circuit breaker, or not a circuit breaker, because technically we're in phase 1.
Yeah, man.
So how are you?
I don't even know what that means, honestly.
Like, how are you doing? What you don't know what that means?
Phase 1. No,
Phase 1.
that some people can leave the house. That's all.
Yeah, you can only leave. You can only leave the house to go to the supermarket, essential shopping, or like visit your grandparents.
Wasn't that possible during the circuit breaker?
No,
Not the grandparents part.
not the grandparents.
That's get it on, okay.
Fuck old people. But don't fuck old
You
people.
can visit your parents, I think. But I think about 2 weeks ago I stopped like following what the regulations were already, and I just stayed at home.
See,
I have-
you're a smart man, Kim. You're a smart man. That's the only rule there is right now. Until someone knocks on your door and says, "I think it's time to get out," you just stay inside. You cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong.
I have had to become intimately acquainted with MOM's guidelines for workplaces because there are lots of companies who are trying to get their way around it. And
Wait,
because
are you like a secret agent? Are you like a secret agent for MOM?
No, I mean, like,
I don't
even
think
if I
Alex would be allowed to say that if she was.
if I were, exactly, yeah. Even if I were, I wouldn't be able to tell you. So there are no laws against
Wink,
entrapment in
wink.
Singapore.
Wink, wink.
No, I just get very angry when businesses try to do this bullshit. So I've been helping out friends.
Oh,
With the regulations and, like,
that's what every secret agent says, right? I'm just helping out friends.
friends.
Guy,
For a friend.
would you like to share some state secrets with my friend? Oh,
Yes, my friends in China.
yeah. So, I guess I think like Nikhil was saying that he's heard of friends who have had to go into work but not actually have face-to-face meetings at work. Instead, they're using video conferencing.
No, I mean the rules are quite strict right now, right? Like you can go to work. The ones who are essential, you can go to work, but then you have to wear a mask the whole time, and you're not supposed to socialize at work. The ones who are right now in phase 1. So it is a challenging time to go into work, right? For the ones who are supposed to go to work, you have to sit at your desk, you wear your mask, you're not allowed to talk to anyone, no water cooler conversations, no gossip, no lunchtime, no coffee time, back to your desk. So, it's not easy for the ones who are back home. Back at work.
Huh.
Right?
Just slip there. It's like, I'm at home.
If I might just say this for posterity's sake, anybody who's watching this video, please just like Google it and actually find out what the guidelines are. Don't take our word for it.
No, ask me. I know what all the
Ask
guidelines
the
are.
secret agent right here.
So,
Y-Lynn.
us, yeah, just
COVID, or you go to covid.gov.
Or email Y-Lynn at secretagent@government.sg.
Exactly.
Exactly.
be fine.
Yeah,
Email.
I am not an MOM secret agent.gov.sg.
exactly.
Yeah.
Just go to the Telegram handle, guys. It's all on Telegram these days. That's where the secret agents all are.
Yeah. I did a broadcasting. I get an ad from this cheese place because I went there and left my phone number once. So every week they tell me about these amazing cheeses that I could possibly own and consume. And it's not business. They've got it down to an art. It's just I salivate every time I get a message from them.
Is this the Cheese Ark?
Yes, that's Cheese Ark. Yes, it is Cheese Ark.
It's very good cheese. Not a plug. It's very good cheese.
So they've got into you too.
Yes, I once a week, and then my phone will, it's a cheese place. I search. I'm like, now I'm hungry. Just
Maybe we can do retroactive sponsorship now. Show
Yeah,
them
we
this
should.
video and be like, can you sponsor us now?
Cheese Ark, still in business.
Okay.
Really selling it, kid.
You're selling it very well. I really,
Remember us? We're not bankrupt. Cheese Ark. Like,
yeah, I'm getting a few news articles here and there. Oh, this Michelin star place closed down, etc., etc. Some places, F&B, they're doing badly, or they've closed down all 7 outlets, etc., etc. So it's just the first wave, I'm thinking, because there's people who have been trying to hang on with the tips of their fingernails up to now, and now the fingernails are like popping out. They're like, whoa.
That's a really, really graphic image.
Wow, man.
Imagine that.
How my days go. I just sit there.
You really will have to have the conversation with your landlord, Akim.
Yes, there are nails in the walls as well. Other kind of thing.
That was actually my main activity today. That wasn't depression napping, where
oh no.
like I'm asking for rebates and he's not really. It's like I'm punching a fucking pillow. Not even a pillow. You know that Baymax, that fat dude from that
Yeah.
film. It's like that.
Big hit.
Like, imagine if Baymax was a combat droid.
He was
Okay.
He was a combat droid.
Combat droid. I have not watched this for many years. I found out recently.
Wait, isn't that a spoiler?
When did it come out?
That's a spoiler, guys, right there.
How you doing?
It's also like 10 years
But
old
okay,
now, so who cares?
Spoilers only apply within a time frame. Like
Yeah.
after it's been available for like 10 years, you can't really complain about it.
Exactly,
It's
yeah.
not 10 years old, guys. It's
Not?
8 years old.
No.
I was in college. No, I was definitely
Yeah,
in
it was
Definitely not 10 years.
less than 10 years. But still, my point stands. I mean,
What is good etiquette for spoilers actually? Like I usually give it about a week before I start telling people.
Hell?
a week?
Yes.
That's a bit
Okay,
brutal.
Y-Lynn?
man.
Y-Lynn? Okay, I'm gonna stay away from you.
No. I
Stay
always.
away.
Oh no.
Oh my.
I always ask first. Okay, it's like consensual spoilering. I go,
Okay.
oh, have you seen this? And if they go no, I'll say, oh,
Do you
okay, and the conversation just ends.
Right. Okay, it is consensual. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Oh my goodness! I
before
thought
that
you
week-
were those brutes who walk around 1 week later with a board. Spoiler. Uh-huh.
But I want to know though, before that 1 week, do you not spoil even if somebody wants to talk to you about it? They're like, hey, I saw the movie.
Yeah.
And they're like, I saw the movie, but like, we won't discuss.
But
It hasn't been a week.
I'm not.
MOM has stopped me from talking about it.
usually I'll go, let's go to a quiet room so no one around us can accidentally
Yeah.
pick up spoilers. Because that's how I got Endgame spoiled for me, right? Not it. Was it Endgame? The Avengers Part 1. That's how I got it spoiled for me.
Okay.
Not the end.
Like this.
Amirah, we can't hear you.
No. No.
Oh no. Yeah.
After that, we could hear.
Cries for help are very clear.
Amirah, are you okay?
Take a look at my icon.
It's fine.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. I can't remember.
Hey, but you're referring to which one? There's the first one, right? Which is
Oh,
Infinity War.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Infinity War.
So
yeah.
wait. So walk us through this. So what? How did this spoiler happen? I'm quite keen to know. This is quite a nice, touching story.
I am not okay. So I am not making this up. I was on my way on a bus to go watch Infinity War.
Okay.
Right? Okay. When the teenagers sat in front of me, spoiled Infinity War.
Wow.
The whole Thanos snap, 50% of the Marvel universe disappearing. The whole scene with Spider-Man going, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Stark." All spoiled.
And this was in an SBS bus.
Yeah.
You were
Oh
so close to getting there unscathed. You were so
Oh
close.
my goodness.
I deactivated my Twitter. I had not looked on the internet all day. I like straight up just told not
Sorry,
even looked at WhatsApp.
But
shit
you
like
took
that.
an SBS bus. The weakest link. I'm sorry. You took an SBS bus.
I know.
Deserved it.
Grab car. You could have cycled. A SG cycle. I'm sorry, but you chose the one transport that has a
Also-
spoiler
Also, I need to ask, what's up with like riding a bus and not having something plugged into your ear?
Eh?
Like,
That's really psychopath stuff. Like if you're just like not plugged into your phone when you're alone, then you're a psychopath.
yeah, I agree. I have my ears
Oh.
plugged in every time I step out of the house.
It's nice, but it's nice to like look out the window and just
Yeah.
think, right?
The real
Out the window.
No? Okay, I guess not.
Like,
No, avoid the real world, Y-Lynn. What are you doing?
no, Adi and I have like VR gear because we don't want to see that
Yeah.
shit.
Amazing. See, but
Oh.
that's
Oh,
what I
I had Infinity War spoiled the exact same thing, Tom Holland dying on an Insta story.
Oh.
But to the credit of the person who posted it, they posted an Insta story before that, spoiler ahead. It's just that when I'm going through Insta stories, I'm going bam, 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 bam. And by the time I registered that there was a spoiler warning, I had already read the spoiler. So I was annoyed at myself, I was annoyed at the person, I was annoyed at social media, I was annoyed at like everybody.
Out of the world.
Yeah, pretty much.
How long did Marvel? Marvel had like an embargo on. Like,
Yeah.
information.
2 weeks, 2 weeks, something. Or 2 months.
Review embargo, right?
Months,
Like spoiler embargo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the hashtag was Thanos demands your silence.
Yes, I remember that.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Feels
Yeah.
like a really long time ago.
Yeah, the one place I feel very scared to talk is one place you assume you're alone, but you're truly not. Is like taking a taxi or a Grab, right? Because you're just with your friend, but there's always a driver there as well. And there was one time we were discussing a movie right after, and I think it must have been one of the Infinity Wars. And you just want to talk about the snap. You just want to talk, and no. So we did. The Grab driver who had a bit more social sense than either of me or my friend just turned back and said, "Please don't spoil Infinity War." I mean, which is actually you know what? And we're like, yeah, we totally understand. But the thing is, you sometimes forget because you're just like, you know what? I want to talk about this right now, and. You totally forget, and I'd totally forgotten about it. But the Grab driver was like, "Please don't spoil it. I'm gonna watch it soon."
That Grab driver was me.
Yes. Guess what? Next time you walk into a bus, you announce to the bus, "Not spoil, yo."
I remember when I think it was Half-Blood Prince when it came out, like the book. Someone actually got a huge billboard that said "Snape kills Dumbledore," and put it on the road somewhere in America. Like they paid for it.
That
Yeah.
is so good. What a dick move.
Oh, that
I
is
know.
really.
That's really a dick move. That's
Like, these
horrible.
things
That
feel
is so
good.
funny.
Must have been Universal Pictures or Disney, you know.
It was when the book came out, and I remember this. Thankfully, I read it in a single day. So I when I saw it, I was like, it was not a spoiler, but yeah, I remember this very clearly. Someone actually paid for a gigantic billboard just to be like a dick.
Yeah. Cool. How do we? Oh, right. I was talking about landlord.
Yeah, it was a nice tangent.
It's good. Anyway, yeah, it just seems to be nice to own stuff, but that's not really changed.
Jester, edit this out. Guillotine.
Man, I would.
Can you say that again, please? Just to edit this out.
Guillotine. Jester, edit this out.
I don't think. I just feel like that particular statement, while I sympathize strongly with it, it doesn't seem like a thing that really has a huge amount of traction in this particular society.
No.
I mean,
You see, the thing is, you have to go and make guillotines, right? Then you have to sort of place it in a public place.
Mhm.
There has to be a,
Public park.
public park, and then you have to you have to sort of have
Yeah.
a ritual.
You have
It's
to get a
just so much
permit.
effort. You see,
And
now
somebody-
like Netflix. Yeah, you have to compete with Netflix. You know, like
And
guillotine. has to
somebody will own the guillotine and then rent it out, and it's a whole rent-seeking spirit again.
just
It's a vicious cycle, guys.
But think about the economies of the jobs you would create
that's true.
through making guillotines.
True. Yes. I can see there's certainly a potential there, but in a way, it was a form of entertainment for the masses, right? At that point in time. So now my
You should,
point now
people
is,
pay
you
for
have to
that.
compete with Disney Plus, with HBO Max, and then now you have guillotine. And then for that, you have to go out, wear a mask, take the public transport to, I don't know, where would be City Hall, like Padang.
no,
I don't know, where
man.
would it be?
We're not doing this like 18th century guillotine.
Yeah.
Singapore. This is all being edited out. I don't know. We'll find out. The Singaporean court sentenced a man to death through Zoom. We can also do that for guillotines.
Yeah, you could broadcast that over Zoom, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know why you're thinking so narrowly, Nikhil.
Yeah.
You won't
Sorry.
physically
Open mind, man.
I had a very 17th century worldview, guys. I'm sorry.
what the hell?
I was
Twitch, right? You get subscribers to your guillotine account. Every time someone has a subscription, you got shout out to XXX55. And
And the next
to the
sentence
premium,
is
bro.
sponsored by
yeah.
Squarespace.
On the blade. You know, it's like a Nike sticker.
So the reverse Reebok over there.
A bit of some screen artifacts like those sparks when like a head is chopped off. Maybe even just tip the executioner, right?
Yeah.
If you give enough tips, he's like, hey, it's me, and he puts it back on.
gotta dress up, the guillotine guy would be like, you know what, I'm ready for this.
What's the shit?
Yeah. And I don't know, maybe I'm more of a conservative here when it comes to the guillotine. If you're doing it, do it the 17th century style, guys. Yeah, I'm more of a traditionalist.
Yeah, I don't know why you're being a Luddite with killing people. There's a modern ways of killing people.
My goodness.
But guys, the market is a plural thing. You can have lots of different streams and types of guillotining, right? You can have the modern guillotine, all live stream on Zoom or Twitch. You can have the modern ones. And then for like the historical nuts, you can have the 17th century, 18th century Nikhil option.
I'm glad we don't have to impose our
Premium
views on
guillotines
each
without
other.
ads.
What?
Premium guillotines without ads.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. That's how you monetize the stream.
Yeah, okay. You see, I'm sorry. So narrow-minded here. I'm sorry, guys.
No.
Narrow.
There's definitely a place of 17th century guillotines. You want to bring it back some more, maybe you can even broaden into beyond guillotines and other forms of execution or revolution in general.
Okay.
Can I just ask, is Amirah on principle silent? Like she's like, I won't participate in this debaucherous topic. Or is her audio not working? Hi Amirah, can you hear us?
Yeah, sure. Okay, no. At one point of time, I was just snapping my fingers for 30 seconds, trying to see if you guys could hear.
That was a beautiful experiment, Amirah. Like I'm sure there was a metronome to it.
No.
Zoom works really bad
Oh no.
Snap, half population died.
because it cuts out a lot of the non-human voice things. So the snapping doesn't really work. But saying things, yes, that works.
Okay.
We have been hearing you actually whenever you've said stuff.
Yes,
So,
that's true.
so please interrupt us if we keep talking about guillotines.
No,
Flowing down the rivers of France or maybe down Clarke Quay, I'm not sure.
But
can you
what?
say something about how not getting any traction in discussions?
Yeah.
I was gonna go on a whole thing about how you're not gay, so maybe that's why I haven't been hearing it every day.
Amirah, I don't know if it's just me, but your voice is it's cutting in and out.
No, I heard something about, but I'm not sure if I heard it right. Like, I'm not gay, so I didn't hear this.
Something about traction?
No, traction. She said traction.
I don't know why we're guessing what Amirah said. Amirah, come on.
Can you ask her what she said?
Guess what Amirah said? You know what? We'll go one word at a time.
Oh no.
Oh, shit. That's okay.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think it does depend on circles. I mean, I do, when I'm on Left Booked, I hear this all the time, but a lot of it is American and from elsewhere. Even here I just think the conditioning that we've been put through for like decades in the education system, what we've been told is right, makes us a lot less receptive to many of these movement type things or sentiments in general.
Sorry, which one are you talking about? Which movement?
The landlords.
French Revolution.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Right,
Lost
but
track.
going back to that, I thought we had picked another movement to talk about.
I mean,
There are enough causes in the world right now to be really, fighting for.
finding a cause because your screen just lit up like you went on Google.
You
I guess
Google.
I did. I actually just opened up Google. I opened up
the
to search
light
for the
of the
latest.
light. Sorry, the light of knowledge is on your
Google
face.
enlightened me. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and the best part is that the viewers who are watching this who can literally see it happening on Adi's face, right? It's just information, knowledge all over his face.
By the end of this call, I'm an enlightened being.
A Pornhub that I haven't been before.
That's the thing, right? Like about light. That's why most influencers usually have like a lamp right in front of them, shining right at their faces.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't realize this, So I didn't realize that they have these sort of round lights that they connect and around their webcam. Oh my goodness, the world just opened to me. Like since this whole circuit breaker, I'm like, because the moment you buy one thing on Shopee or Lazada or wherever, they'll sell you or try to sell you something complimentary. And
Nick,
I've
are you
reached
secretly
they're
an
actively
influencer?
pushing me circular lamps.
Wait, Nick, are you secretly an influencer who's like,
They
doing
want
like
me to
interest-
be. They want me to be. The moment
Do
I
you
got
have
the
a
mic,
Do you have a TikTok account where you're dancing? Don't lie.
Not yet.
That's after this recording, guys. That's my daily TikTok recording. Wipe. Wipe it up, wipe.
You're like a dad dancing at a wedding, dude.
Dads need to be on TikTok too.
That's what happened. There are all these pro gamers on Twitch, and they are really good at what they do. And then there's an entire subset of terrible gamers who they're just funny. Just going like, I'm a fuck shit, and then people like.
I actually like the ones who are really bad at gaming because it's hilarious to watch.
I get so frustrated.
Wait, how bad are we talking about? Like I haven't seen this. So what do you mean by bad game streamers? Like, sorry, what does that mean?
Like,
Are they bad at playing? Are they bad technically in streaming? Or are they
They're just bad
than
people,
human
like-
beings? I don't know.
Like,
What
like
bad
the
is
big
it?
puppies on the
bad
road,
at-
that kind of people.
bad at the game.
Okay. Okay.
And you can see them getting more and more frustrated as the game progresses. And like at
Isn't the quality content to see a man or woman or whoever get frustrated?
Yeah.
Isn't that- I feel like that-
they fall off their chair. It's
Jester.
hilarious.
Hmm?
At the end, they fall off their chair. It's hilarious.
Yeah. I think they're actually really good production values. They're just really bad at gaming, or they're deliberately bad, and that's their brand. And there's something for everyone out there. Whatever gets.
Wow.
Some people just like watching other people suffer. That's basically it.
But it's interesting with these, YouTube phenomena, because recently I was trying to explain to my parents reaction videos. And it was very tough to explain the concept of reaction videos. So they're like, wait, so they're watching and then you're watching them watch that thing, even though you've watched the thing already. And I was like, yeah, it's a thing. People do that. And people love watching it. People watch other stuff. And I'm like, and my parents just could not fathom that concept.
Quite entertaining one.
I agree. I love reaction videos. I think I prefer them to original videos. I would rather watch reaction videos. But
That's what watching reaction videos is. What like you're getting secondhand, like you're having fun with someone because you don't have anyone else to have fun with.
Oh no!
Wow.
It's true.
I feel attacked, Amirah.
Oh no, it's true.
So you're
Oh.
let me
The one line that comes across from Amirah just breaks the soul of the five of us. Takes
So,
it.
like,
Oh my
you should
god.
all be silent for this call.
But it's true though, because that's how mukbang videos became a thing, right? Like
Yeah.
you would just watch someone eat as you ate if you wanted to, but like as a person ate, they would talk to you, which is really sad.
I made it turn. I turned it into a loneliness thing, but it's more like a sharing interest thing,
Yeah.
So it's sort of intimacy in a way,
guess,
right? It's sort of it's about sharing that intimacy, especially the watching the person eat. I'm assuming, right? It's more of the intimacy you
Yeah, I think
create
so.
it with the video presence.
Especially in cultures, I think, where like communal eating is a thing, But because so many people have fragmented schedules or they live on their own, not in Singapore, live on your own in Singapore. So like, yeah, so then it's about lacking that, maybe it's about lacking that intimacy.
Is that why like podcasts or just like people talking to each other are so popular? Like they just could like what? Wait, guys, this is very meta. Is this why improv therapy is popular?
You're being presumptuous.
Popular.
Improv therapy is popular is contentious statement. Let's qualify that.
Oh shit!
Did someone say that it's the greatest hit? Is that Miguel? And then just marketing.
Miguel's marketing is really, really contentious as well. Like I really doubt when he says stuff like backed by popular demand, I'm like, no. No.
It's good selling. You always overpromise.
Yeah. Like, really?
I just assumed Miguel's phone was ringing like non-stop, like calling him, when is it coming, guys? I want to hear the next episode. And then another call is online. I'm like, I'm sorry, I have to drop this. I have another call on the line. Hey, where is the next episode? So I'm just assuming. I mean, I don't know. As the outsider here,
Who's calling Miguel? Bad Italian?
I don't know.
I want to see the next episode.
I want to see the next episode. Eh?
Mamma
You know,
mia!
What
This
is
episode's
people,
like
you know?
Nonna's pizza. Like, what? No. I think that's
I mean,
racist. I think that's
Guys, you're killing our Italian fan base, man, right here with that bad accent. Come on.
Yeah, man.
We have a very big Italian.
This
love
is
all of
why
the Italian
this is why
people.
Y-Lynn, I don't know if you're coming for the first time. We're never coming back. The Italian's gonna call back right after. Like,
Yeah.
drop them right
Hey,
now.
all my Italian fans, I love you, all right? Okay, just these guys don't represent my views at all.
if you really love them, Adi, what's I love you in Italian?
Mamma mia.
And all I know is there's an ABBA song. I mean, we are so popular that on Twitch, I think half the people watching are our burner accounts. Unless Afik's fan clubs. I don't know why Afik has like 4 or 5 different accounts that are named after him in some way. So there's Afik Opa, there's Afik fan club.
I'm sorry, that is just Afik from like 4 different phones in his room, okay?
I mean,
He does not have that back. I refuse to believe it.
If any person is dedicated
just-
enough to have 4 phones for his own fan accounts, gotta give it to that person. Just wanna
Yeah,
say,
really.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True.
you know what? He or she deserves those fans.
Now I've only
Absolutely.
Fans.
I mean, fans, sure.
Like, I can barely charge my own one phone, right? My one phone runs out of battery. Like, and this person is managing 4 phones, 4 different personalities, and ensuring that, you know, that the linguistic style is different for all of them for the same fan account. Holy freaking shit! Yes, that person deserves 4 fans.
Probably. But if they had
Listening
4
to
fans,
this.
I mean, we're not
Yeah.
Afik does that. I think you actually said that, Adi.
Yeah,
Sorry?
I mean, my point is, kudos to whoever you are.
Yeah.
Salty.
Yeah, that's such a good meme. Oh goodness, such a good tweet.
I feel like every time, like Amirah, we can't hear her a lot, but when she does get some stuff in, it's like, whoa.
she's just ready with the zingers. Also, I like whenever Amirah speaks, all of us lean into our devices. It's like, Amirah, we are here.
I really want to know what you're saying. And this was very far away from us.
No, I just want to know how she's gonna rip a bit of my soul apart. You know, just take it away. So I'm ready. Whenever you are, Amirah.
Wait.
I'm so sad. I'm so sad.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
You see? I told you guys. I wasn't ready for that.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm
These are
feeling more.
really-
I'm feeling more emotions to this call than I have in an entire month. What a roller coaster.
When Nikhil gets his soul eviscerated. So it's a personal highlight, I'm saying.
That's the clickbait like title of this video. Nikhil gets soul eviscerated.
That's me on every Zoom call, guys.
Yeah, actually, sometimes you can see the life just draining out of people's eyes
That's
on
good.
Zoom.
Yeah.
Bad.
Didn't we agree that that is quality content?
We did.
Didn't we agree that it's quality content? Like now that 6 of us, actually, sorry, 5 of us, like the audience are just gonna love this. Like, life force just draining slowly out of 5 people.
Yeah.
As we scrabble desperately to make jokes. Yeah.
You see?
It's just like doing improv.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
More fun to do than to watch. That's what I've been hearing.
Yeah.
It is true. It is true. Very good, very good. So at this point in the podcast, normally I go like, "Hey, so I'm dealing with something recently. I'd like to ask your advice on it." I think we dealt with a lot of that. That was my main.
That was advice. That was considered advice.
That was
That-
good, bad, and the
thanks.
ugly advice.
It is advice. It is advice. I'm not sure whether it's good or not, but it's advice. So we'll take that. Yeah. So other than that, let's see. Have I been facing any other issues recently? Has anyone here been trying live streaming?
Yep.
So I know Nikhil's been doing it with the schemers, yeah.
We've been doing with the schemers,
Enjoy
modern schema.
I guess the rest of you, not so much.
Not so
Not
much.
really.
Right, because one of the reasons I was a little bit late today was because I was poking around various bits of software that are designed for live broadcasts.
Yep.
So I just heard a UV clicking, and then I was like, "Is that me?"
There is a clicking.
Okay, cool. That's not me. I was just thinking at times like this. I think about the Ring and how like if they put that video on YouTube, what will happen instead of a VHS tape that just travel around.
Like what happens to media once the
Oh, no,
medium in which it plays is
Right,
gone?
like you watch this video and then you die. Then you put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
You watch the video and then you
Wait,
die?
what?
Wasn't that the part of the ring?
Yeah, that's the Ring, right?
But I'm saying if the Ring was, today.
Oh, I thought you were like.
Oh.
I thought it was like
Okay.
if you die, then at least there's still a record of you on the internet on YouTube. Not this videotape on the internet is killing me.
It's just such disparate topics we're conflating.
There, online.
Yeah, Kim. There was a big logical jump there that none of us got for a brief second. We're like, what just happened? Did I just die?
Yeah,
Wait a minute, what?
Oh, that would explain a lot, though.
both faces
Yeah, that is-
looking at me quizzically. I was like, I didn't say something.
Basically, if you click on the thumbnail on Netflix, you get a Telegram message like 5 seconds later telling you you're going to die in 6 days.
That's true. I guess that's how it would work, yeah. Or it would probably be sent out in family WhatsApp groups. Like, good morning.
I want my death message to come as a Bitmoji. You're gonna die.
Yeah.
A spider with legs in the air with little X's on his eyes.
Oh.
I'm dead now.
You guys
Gonna
remember those
die.
jump scare videos that used to be circulating in the early 2000s? Like in the
The jump-
email and stuff.
Oh man, this is the European version. I don't want the European version. Okay, never mind.
But
What?
Oh, when
What?
I slipped onto Netflix to see if the Ring would send me a Telegram message.
Oh.
But it was the inferior version, so I did.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, I do remember those jump scare videos, Buff. They were the bane of my existence as a young person on the internet.
really
The
look
jump scare
very
videos.
closely, and you will see the cat.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
So wait, what advice did you want from us, Kim?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What do I want from you? Just your love and companionship. I'm kidding. I don't really want that.
Wow, rude.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna leave this
But-
call now, I guess. I think doing this for free. What the fuck?
True. That is. I'm sure that part of me does appreciate that, and I think I do. At the same time, also part of me wonders what it's for. At which point, I'm just like, I'm still hearing that sound, and I'm not sure what it is.
I think it's you though.
Is it me?
Mm.
Are you doing anything?
Might
When
be
you
some
talk-
feedback.
Feedback? Hello.
Are we editing
Hi.
this bit out?
I think you're cutting this bit out. I hope we cut this bit out. Comedy poison.
Yes, I think it's feedback, and I think it's coming. Like one of you is using a speaker, and that's.
Let me try muting myself.
Okay, now that that's worked, awesome. Yep, it's you.
Yep, Adi, it's you.
Wow, Adi. Wow. Wow. We did 45 minutes of recording, and now we know.
Quick, talk shit about Adi. You can't say anything back.
Yes, Amirah, now is your time. Now is your time.
Adi gets his soul eviscerated.
Hi. Keep it off.
No one's saying anything, you drama queen. You don't even have to keep doing that.
I was waiting. I think he got his soul eviscerated very softly.
But can I ask so Kim, you did mention why you're doing it. I mean, it's interesting. Improv and therapy. Was there any high, like a purpose that you had? You're trying to address with it, hearing thoughts from improvisers, or because clearly we haven't done any improv, so it's not that improv is helping with the therapy, but it's more of improvisers might help. I don't know.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of a panel show. We've been talking to various improvisers from around the scene. And I think part of it, I think at the start was just like, I think Jester was concerned for my mental health.
Huh?
Oh, bless.
Jester did. He made it happen.
So this is therapy for you, right?
Yeah.
Therapy.
I think it's,
Improv therapy.
yeah.
We here for you, bro.
And I think it's just his way of like, that Kim's, it's okay. And he does all the editing and everything. So I'm basically just turning up and like shooting the breeze for like an hour. And then at the end, we play questions only, much to everyone's chagrin. Chagrin? Is that the word?
Yeah.
What? That was not in the brief.
No.
That was not in the brief.
It is in the brief.
Fuck questions only.
My-
Fuck that shit, man.
Like he suggested that game, and I'm like, I'm literally, there's nothing in here that I'm doing for him except playing questions only.
Is this the part where like people like watching other people suffer kind of like situation where we play questions only and everyone watches us suffer?
Yes.
Yeah. I guess for 45 minutes we do therapy for Kim and then we suffer all together.
Okay, fine.
Reset for the next episode.
I think there was once on where Umarani was a guest, and because she loves channel hopping, so we did that instead.
Channel hopping.
Oh, that's cute, actually.
That's the one where we cut the huge chunk out.
That's you. Well, Benny's great. Benny has opinions. He's very happy to state them, which is awesome. I love it. We don't get that a lot and often.
He doesn't get prosecuted for it, which is why he wants to talk about it. Sorry.
True. Yeah, and also in every episode I will mention Pofma at some point because I think I'm just thinking about it all the time.
I think that was our first mention, Kim, of Pasma.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
This episode.
that's true. Yeah.
Okay.
Boxes.
Sorry, Shami.
Really hitting those
Okay.
quotas.
You probably don't.
Good to know. Is there anything else that we haven't sort of mentioned so far in this, very tame episode of just guillotining? Such a tame episode.
Oh, I don't know. I think at the start, one of the things I was talking about was what's happening in the US. But then I'm like, nah.
I feel like we're not well placed to do that, and there are other sources and other people who will do it better.
Oh, for sure, 100%. I'm sure we will do
Click
it.
the link below
Yes.
or to the
yes,
side, depending on what
Yes.
platform you're using.
Yes, please. So much better.
Yeah, that's the way we can help. We can put all the resources in the description. I think that's our way of helping for now.
Or like, can we just say out the resources?
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
You know where the links are.
Just let's read out the URLs, guys. Like, just for the next 5 minutes, just read out URLs.
You know what? You are just trying to avoid playing questions only. So we're going.
Oh no, that's a good point. Hold on. ACLU dot
Questions only. What?
Turn on your speech recognition at that point.
Yeah, but the world is going to shit in any case. So there could be many other horrible things that we could talk about. Like, our own local version of racism, which is I mean, it's always been there. It's just that now, because it's brought into relief, and so now people are saying, "Oh, they should be held accountable." Actually, no one is saying they should be held accountable. Yeah, no one's going to be held accountable for this anyway. So, hey, Shamugam, what's up? Yeah. Or hey,
Hey, Shanmugam.
no finger pointing. I know you said no finger pointing, but it's you. It's not really her. It's really systemic. So it's not her individually.
Wait, what happened? Wait, what happened in Singapore? I must have missed this. I've been under a hole. I've been in a silo for like 3 weeks because my deadlines.
Worker thing started blowing up. I think people were saying, "Oh, it's the MOM's fault," and then Josephine was like, "Hey, no finger pointing. Finger pointing is not productive."
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Of course, you would say that.
Do not use fingers for pointing. Keep it back inside.
Yeah. Well, if you're pointing a finger at someone, 4 fingers are pointing back at yourself. Or 3.
Not be point
Oh,
like
we
this,
did a
motherfucker.
different version of that. We did 3 fingers are pointing back at you and 1 finger is pointing at God. And I was like, wow.
That was double guilt.
Yeah. This is what, like, kids would say when I was growing up. They're like, oh, if you're pointing 1 finger, then 3 are at you and 1 is at God. Okay, so you're saying that to God. I'm like, holy crap. I did not expect that to backfire in so many levels.
What are these kids, man? Who are these
I
kids?
know.
And why do they have a personal relationship with God?
I know.
No, but they're messing up my relationship with God, man.
Pushing the religious agenda, man. Who these kids, man? Who these kids?
Tough these kids, man.
I know.
Like group chat they have with God, but like my God.
I need one of those. I can't remember who was saying this. It's probably Miguel. Hey, Miguel, what's up? They were saying that faith requires a whole lot of yes ending.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Miguel said that.
Was
The
it?
religion requires yes and like.
Was it one of these?
No, I think it was some other session, some other improv session called,
Not improv Zoom.
Whoa,
but not therapy. Yeah, something.
I love you, Jester. It's not your fault.
no,
Faith. So what he said, he said faith requires a lot of yes ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes, ending discrimination and injustice and hypocrisy.
God, or is that the Christians? Just
What?
cut this shit out. I don't want to.
Y-Lynn, now, if I may say, you're pointing 1 finger at God, so 1 is pointing at you.
I wasn't
And
pointing
3
any
at, like,
fingers,
Satan.
bitch. My fingers are in my lap.
I meant the
do, like-
metaphorical finger, man.
Okay, fine. The correct. Metaphorical finger.
I wanted this to be a live stream. This would have been so much fun. Like, it'd be just us telling people to cut shit out, but it's a live stream. Guess what? Nothing's cut out.
You're not
Maybe that's a
memory,
really
guys.
that's a,
Forget that we said it.
The plot twist, it's
Yeah.
on right?
Kim, just tell me this is live stream. This is the best live stream ever. Right? Like 6 people just telling this imaginary director, just cut this shit out, guys. Cut this shit out. Cut this shit out.
And imagine Jester watching the live stream and it's like, guys, this is like, what?
No, I think I'm recording this on Twitch Studio, so it shouldn't be live.
oh
You
no.
better hope so, man. You better hope so.
Oh, it's not live? Damn it, man.
Not sure, to be honest. I mean, I put like, is it live? Is it not live? I've said, is this live on every fucking live stream I've done? and sometimes I'm not.
Although, do we even have enough viewership for people to get offended?
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, people are people. Like, someone's gonna get offended, right? I mean, in Singapore, they only crack down on you if someone complains. So
It's that, and also like I don't want like someone to dig up this video 20 years from now as one of us is.
When you're a senator and be like,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
it's
These
like,
landlords.
Or like when I'm being like a conservative to my kids, like, hey, listen to authority. And they're like, hey, this is what you said.
it's Satan.
Why did I say that?
You're pointing a finger at God, Dad, huh?
I'm like a landlord for like 4 or 5 tenants, and they're like, "Oh, this is what you said." They kill you, buddy.
Guess what we got as a gift for you? A mini guillotine.
You can cut the pointing fingers off. So wait.
Wow,
That's very good.
that joke was a callback for everything. That's brilliant, guys. Love all of you. So good. So good. I think it's a good point to wrap up, Kim. Let's not do questions only.
Questions only. And because at this point, I have, just to make things more fun for Jester, we're going to do it all at one go. Like,
What?
questions only, and no one ever dies.
Oh, no.
Are we just asking questions? Oh fuck! Are we playing questions only now?
Haven't you already started?
Oh god!
Who gave the go signal?
Is this live?
No signal. So what? Improvisation ever stopping? Can we ever stop improvising? Can you, if you follow a script, does it ever work for you?
Why am I friends with all of you? Oh my god!
Are we?
Why is Jester controlling us when he's not even here?
Why is Jester doing this for free?
Would you prefer a benevolent god or Jester?
Is Jester the best choice?
Who wouldn't want Jester?
Die!
Yes, I don't have to play this game
Can I
anymore.
shout
Bye.
die metaphorically across this?
Did you mean
Zoom
die as a question?
Die?
If you get resurrected, are you dead? Does death happen if you get resurrected? Is anyone here Christian?
No!
Die!
Oh.
Man, I wish I had a little guillotine animation. Oh, fuck!
Die!
Yeah.
Do you ever wonder that was the best part of questions only?
Dying?
Die!
Yes, no, but didn't he just ask a question?
Oh, we could just yell die for the next 5 minutes. Loud at the camera.
Die!
Can you show us your cat?
What?
Can you show us your cat? Die.
Oh, yeah.
The cat just got so pissed she left the room.
Food.
People count down by one.
That's because we're playing questions only.
Yeah.
I'd do the same.
I like that. I like that question. So wait, I like the question only lasted less than 20 seconds, and 10 seconds was just me.
And
screaming,
did you realize that Amirah won questions only by not speaking once?
Yeah?
She's the default winner of questions only.
Not play.
I like this game theory of questions only. The only way to win is not to play.
Yeah.
Was there a quote from some DEFCON movie or something?
Well, the only way to win is not to play, probably.
Yeah. I think so.
Oh,
think it
that's
could
a
be-
cool
yeah,
quote,
I'll
actually.
Google
Yeah.
That's a very fatalist. Like,
No, it was in. I think they were talking about nuclear war. So I think it's,
okay, fair.
Or shitty YouTube gamers, you know. Like the only way to win is not.
That just sounds like a bunch of kindergartners, like, playing a game, and one kid just says, "I'm not gonna play." I'm sorry, we're talking about nuclear codes and YouTubers. That is not a very insightful comment by any means. Okay, stop attributing it to great events.
Oh, it's from a movie called War Games.
yeah, that's the one I think.
Clearly a kindergarten level movie. So I rest my case.
Now I'm just imagining Nikhil as a kindergartner with a full beard, just going like, I don't want to play.
Ha ha, we'll bury you. Ha ha.
Mutually assured destruction. Woohoo! What does this button do?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, we've come up to the end of our hour, so thank you guys for spending the last hour with me. Thank you very much. And thank you, Jester, for sitting through this again. He always says he enjoys it tremendously, so, great for him.
Thanks for being polite,
Great.
Jester.
He might,
Yeah.
although he's been polite every week, which is,
Stop lying, Jester.
yeah, or don't, I don't know. Maybe don't stop lying, it's okay. So this will be in about a week. We'll let you know when it's happening, so you want to watch yourself again and live through this conversation one more time.
I do kind of know what's gonna get cut out, what's not gonna get cut out. I hope most of the Christian stuff gets cut out. To be honest.
If you have specific requests of things that you definitely don't want to stay on the internet, just let us know.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
Jester's in that group as well, so he'll get it direct to his eyes and to his brain. Then he'll know what to cut out. Or let Miguel or myself know either. That works as well. And then we'll figure it out.
Although we had
Or
some-
Y-Lynn,
Yeah.
Y-Lynn, the entire thing has already happened and it's live streamed.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm never gonna be senator.
but you
Fuck it.
are an MOM agent.
Yeah, but with your background as a MOM secret agent, I don't think you will have
And spy movie.
future.
Of mom. Just...
It's very lax.
Okay, so we're done here. Thanks guys everyone for hanging about. And yeah, guys have a great weekend.
All right. Bye,
Bye.
guys. Take care. Good
Bye,
night.
Take care.
Amirah.
Take care.
Bye, Amirah.